I'm Fiona Mackenzie, divorce coach, divorcee, and would-be adventurer. Welcome to my 12 months of adventure. We're in Glencoe still, and we're going to go up the Hidden Valley. We don't have a lot of time, so I don't know, we're maybe going to try and go up one of the Munros that surround the Hidden Valley, but I don't know if we'll have time. We're going to see how long it takes us to get up there, and we may just get up there and like do a swim or something and then come back down instead of going right up to the top. Also, it depends how the legs are doing, because we were up the Buchel at Etive yesterday, so legs feel fine just now, but I've not started climbing it, so who knows. Could be get like quarter of the way up to the Hidden Valley and just be like, oh god no, let's go back. So the Hidden Valley is up in there. We walk up here and go in there, and then the mountains that you see, well, you can't even see all of them, but there's a circle of mountains surround that. But if you can see over on this side, there's quite a lot of snow up there still, so I don't know what the ascent will be like to get up. Similar problem to what we had yesterday or last week in terms of videos, if you watch all my videos. But yeah, so we'll see how we get on. Hopefully we'll get up one of them anyway. All right, later.
Rest your eyes and stay in the shade. You are hiding over the hill in a quiet, never so still.
Poor wee legs are burning today again. Poor wee peggies. Oh. Worth it though, such a beautiful walk. Anyway, there's nothing like getting your heart rate pumping to lift any sort of negativity that's been going on. Like my negativity this morning was I didn't sleep very well last night, so yeah, so I don't feel so bad anymore, which is good. Story that they used to steal cattle and stash them up here in the olden days. That's some climb for the cows, I'll have to say. Yeah, what makes this place really special, well, it is hidden, but when you look down from the road, you really would have no idea that this was here. From the road it just looks like it's one mountain after another, and you've got no idea that there's this beautiful flat expanse of ground as you come up. And obviously it's well advertised now, but you know, I can imagine in the olden days if you'd come up here and just coming across something like this, it just seemed like a bit of an oasis really. And it's so peaceful and quiet, it's gorgeous. Just gorgeous. So we were going to maybe try and go up one of the Munros at the back there, but because of the amount of snow that's on it, we've decided we're not going to do that. So there was another spot that we wanted to go and have a look at, which is called the Robbers Waterfall. It's kind of like a 5-mile walk, but there's a lovely river there that you can go for a swim in. And you know how I love a swim. Susan has not been wild swimming before in this country, anyway.
Oh no, I did when I was when I was young. Until I was probably in my teens. Yeah. Always.
But she hasn't.
But not as an adult.
She hasn't done it as an adult, so I'm just going to go in like in a swimsuit, not a wetsuit. So she's been pretty brave, to be honest. And so I'm quite excited about that because I love going in with people that haven't been in swimming before, with the cold water and the buzz that people get off that. So yeah, so we're going to do that walk. It's a beautiful river, and then we'll get jumped in. We're now back in Etive. We're going to take a walk down to River Etive, and we're going to find a little swim spot there and go for a little dip, and Susan can do a bit of screaming and a bit of moaning probably before we actually get her into the water fully submerged. Yes, Susan.
It's going to be so funny. I will scream like a girl.
Oh, hand it off. Yeah, let's go down now. Yeah. This is a rather idyllic swim spot. I'd say idyllic, but it looks idyllic, but there are swarms of midges down here, so we're going to have to get changed pretty quickly and get in there just to avoid them, I think, before they notice that we're here and start attacking us profusely, which they've already started, to be fair. But anyway, we're going to go in.
Summer I went swimming, this summer I might have drowned, but I held my breath and I kicked my feet and I moved my arms around, moved my arms around. This summer I swam in the ocean and swam in a swimming pool, salt my wounds, chlorine my eyes, I'm a self-destructive fool, self-destructive fool. Summer I did the backstroke, and you know that that's not all. I did the breaststroke and the butterfly and the old Australian crawl, the old Australian crawl. This summer I swam.
Susan has just been in for her first wild swim, and what a spot, like, to go into your first swim here. It's beautiful. Like, it's a really deep pool out there, so we were able to swim up quite a bit. So it was lovely with the waterfall and everything. Just really nice. I don't know what temperature the water was. I don't know. I guess probably about 7 or 8 degrees. But yeah, beautiful. And even the midges have disappeared, which is a blessing. Rain clouds coming in. So we were just talking there, Susan was saying, you know, about the mood sort of boosting benefits of being in the cold water, and before we went down there I was actually feeling quite grumpy. Susan will testify to that.
Yes, she was. More than feeling grumpy, being grumpy.
Liar. Yeah, but you just jump into something like that, and the combination of being in a beautiful place and that combined with the effects of the cold water, the benefits of the cold water to your mood. And the two, it's like a very sort of intoxicating cocktail. So I just want to say, like, Susan, how are you feeling now that you're out of the water? Do you feel?
I'm feeling good, but I don't have that feeling of a rush that people talk about when they do this. So I'm kind of waiting for that to happen. Like, is it going to happen in a wee while? But I'm feeling good for being in. Really, really enjoyed it. I will do it again.
Yeah.
Definitely.
So the rush that people talk about
Yep.
is when you're actually in the water.
Oh, okay.
That's that sort of, it's sort of that's when you're hyperventilating. That's when I get this sort of euphoria just past that. And then your breathing settles down, and then you just this peace. But I think you really, if you're already in a good mood when you go in, you may not really sort of pay much attention to that, or possibly if you're with other people, a bit distracted. But if you do something like that on your own, getting into the cold water, that's when you really notice. Or for myself, you know, when I was struggling sort of emotionally, when I was going through my own sort of relationship breakups, that's when, you know, going into the water when you're feeling really low, and then you go in, that's when you'll really notice it. You know, that's when you get that sort of the peace and the mood lift, and it does stay with you for a few hours. I already feel better today because I was apparently being grumpy, but apparently being grumpy. So that's not the case anymore, which is good.
Yay! Happy drive home.
Sorry, Susan. Anyway, so that's us. We're going to head back home now. That's our sort of little adventures done for today that we could fit in the time that we had. But yeah, until the next adventure.
I said I had to go. You said you'd meet me